Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about a school form that honestly most parents just glance at and toss aside. But what if I told you that inside that form is a key that could literally save you hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars on your kid's journey to college? So, let me ask you something, especially if you've got a middle or high schooler at home. Is it possible that one simple form is costing your family hundreds of dollars in college fees? The really crazy part? You probably wouldn't even know it was happening. Okay, so where is this hidden cost coming from? You're probably not going to guess this. It all comes down to the school meal application. You know, that form you get every year. A lot of times it's online now at a site like SchoolCafé. And here's the kicker. Its real purpose has almost nothing to do with what your kid eats for lunch.
Okay, so let's dive into this overlooked form. We've really got to get to the bottom of the huge difference between what we think this form is for and what it actually accomplishes.
This is where the big misunderstanding is, right? The common belief is, oh, that's just for students who are going to eat the school lunch. But the reality? It's actually a key, an eligibility key for some major benefits. And it doesn't matter one bit if you pack a lunch for your kid every single day. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The official language is super clear on this. I mean, look at this quote. Submitting the application is required even if the student does not eat school breakfast or lunch. It's not about the food, it's about the paperwork.
So that leads us right into the next big point. This is about way more than just meals. The real power here has absolutely nothing to do with the cafeteria line.
Okay, so here's the secret. The form's true purpose is to figure out if your household qualifies for something called the National School Lunch Program, or NSLP. Think of it as a confidential, official stamp that shows economic need. And that NSLP eligibility status, that's what tons of other organizations use as their gold standard.
Right about now, you might be thinking, okay, I get it, but we pack our own lunches, so what's the big deal if we just skip it? Well, the downside is actually way bigger than you'd think.
Here's why. If you don't submit an application, the system automatically marks your student as not eligible. It doesn't say pending or incomplete, it says not eligible. And that simple default status, it slams the door shut on all the benefits we're about to talk about.
And that brings us to the really good stuff, unlocking college savings. This is where it gets really impactful for families. We're talking about that one little form turning into actual, real money saved.
Okay, benefit number 1, SAT fee waivers. If you qualify, you can get up to 2 free SAT registrations. Late fees, waived. And this is huge. You get unlimited free score reports to send to colleges. You know how those can stack up, right? Big savings right there.
And it's not just the SAT. The same deal applies for the ACT. You get free registration for the test, access to free learning resources, and, again, free score reports to send off to schools. It's a parallel benefit. Now let's talk about the application fees themselves. These can be, what, 50, 70, sometimes $90 a pop? Well, services like the Common App, which thousands of colleges use, will completely waive those fees if your student has that NSLP eligibility. Apply to 10 schools? That's a ton of money saved right there.
So when you add it all up, potential waivers for SAT fees, ACT fees, and all those college application fees. I mean, you're easily talking about hundreds of dollars, maybe even over 1,000, depending on how many schools your kid applies to. And it's all unlocked by this one form. Okay, so why is this one school form the official eligibility key? Why is it the single thing that unlocks all these different programs?
The answer is actually pretty simple. It's because the NSLP status is the official standard. It's a federally recognized system that's already in place. So instead of the College Board, the ACT, and the Common App all inventing their own complicated ways to verify need, they just piggyback on this trusted system. It's just easier for everyone.
And you know, the potential benefits can go even further. We're talking access to special college prep programs, maybe reduced fees for other things in your school district, and even eligibility for summer food benefits, like that PEBT program that was around. It all comes back to this one piece of paper.
All right, let's move on to your annual requirement, because this is probably the most important takeaway of all. This is the one thing you have to remember.
And here it is. This is critical. Eligibility does not roll over. Whatever your status was last year, it's gone. It's expired. You have to reapply every single year. If you were eligible last year but forget to fill out the form this year, boom, you're marked not eligible and all those benefits are gone.
So the annual process is really just 3 simple steps.
First, you complete the online application on your district's portal. Second, the district processes it based on the official guidelines. And third, once that's done, your students' benefits are unlocked for the whole school year. Simple as that.
And again, just to hammer this point home, the official guidance says it all. Families must submit a new application each school year for eligibility to be determined and benefits to remain available. It's not a one-and-done thing. It's a simple but totally essential yearly task.